All right, what's up? All right, so this is gonna be a very short little video right here. Uh, yeah, my webcam is off right now because I look like trash right now. My room's a mess, and I need to prepare for a class here pretty shortly. so okay, yeah. So uh just like the video title states, Charlie Kirk. Yeah, like I used to watch this guy a lot. Uh, there were some points of his that I liked, and there were some points I didn't like. That's completely fine. That's normal. Uh, like uh, we all we all have our own thoughts regarding politics, certain policies, uh, border control, drugs, all that sorts of stuff. Like um, a- at the end of the day, uh, I don't believe there is a quote unquote correct side regarding right wing, left wing, whatever else you may say you are. Like every side has their pros and cons. Um, and what I'm trying to get at is is that you shouldn't resort to such violence because of someone else's thoughts and opinions. Like that's their right. Whenever you begin to do that, that slips, like that sort of triggers everyone to stay silent about their opinion because they're afraid of what's going to happen because of backlash, being canceled, or violence, or stuff like that. Yeah, it results into a very unhappy future for everyone because you shouldn't be concerned of getting killed because of your own views. I think that's completely ridiculous. And there's even people online that's happy and stuff, and they're just having parties because Charlie Kirk got shot. I find that to be absolutely repulsive and disgusting. Regardless if he was on his side or not, uh, he still shouldn't have been killed. Yeah, I mean, I don't really identify with like one side um, like that. I'm not. I'm not really a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I Sorry, there's a lawnmower coming by. But like I said, I'm not all on one side. I can see both sides of the same coin. Like I see why some people say this. I see why some people say that. Uh, it's it it's very complex. Like I've personally seen the video online, and it is absolutely like it's dreadful. It's awful, and I just don't understand why some people would be excited over that stuff. I think it's absolutely disgusting. Like I said, uh, regardless of your opinion, I think that's bad. I think that's awful. You know, well, I guess that's just my little rant for here. I do have a sticky note over my camera, and I'm not sure if the mic's gonna pick this up or not, but you know, I might just go ahead and go on my thing real quick. I'm actually really debating on deleting my last video, uh, stream or whatever, because it's so cringe. I absolutely hate that. However, I might just keep it there. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I really don't got much to say about my little rant going on. Well, like I wouldn't really say it's a rant. It's more or less just complaint. about stuff that's going on in the world. But, yeah, you know, too, especially with that Ukrainian girl getting killed. I think that's awful. That's awful. You know, and some people from certain uh, uh, political standpoints, they say it's a race thing. I don't really know too much about the situation make to make that type of statement. Like, I really don't. However, um, you know, from the video, from what I've seen, the guy was already sitting there, and the girl just got on the. Sorry, there's a lawnmower outside my door, and I cannot control them. But Jesus. But yeah, the girl walks on the train or whatever in Charlotte. She sat down right in front of him, and she got attacked and killed. Um, you know, some people say it's a race thing because she was white and he's black and whatever. I don't know why a lot of people they unnecessarily add that in. I just simply don't see it being a race problem. I think he was just a crazy guy and that wanted to kill someone, and that just happened to be the person that sat in front of him at the wrong time. I think it's like I think it's a simple case of being there at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm convinced if it was someone completely different, that person would have got killed regardless. That guy did have, I believe, what 14 arrests back then, and all sorts of stuff. They say he's a schizophrenic. Not sure if that's true or that's a legitimate diagnosis or whatever. I don't know. Uh, but you know, regardless of his quote unquote disabilities or some sort of problems going on with his mental state, that's still not acceptable for his actions. You know, regardless if you got schizophrenia, you're paranoid, this or that, or you're angry or upset, sad, or whatever you may say. It's just not it's not acceptable, you know? It's not, like, under 0 circumstances should you kill someone for that. That's insane. I think it's insanity, and I think the way that the world is trending right now, I I really believe that we're going into a very dark place, it seems like, because of just because of how everything is going on right now. You know, I and, you know, you can probably tell, but this video isn't scripted. I don't write down anything. Uh, I just say whatever comes to mind right then and there. So hence, there's going to be some sort of there's going to be like a randomness uh, to my uh, to my flow of of speech. I just say whatever I think. I don't follow a I don't follow a structure or like an order or whatever. You know, I was gonna say something else about Charlie Kirk. That's right. You know, like I don't agree with everything he says. Like there's some things I do agree with. You know, for example, I don't agree with him saying, "Hey, the Epstein files or whatever isn't significant, so we need to move on to something else." You know, that's not the biggest thing that I support him with. I don't agree with them at all, like, whatsoever. Um, but, you know, that happens. We're not all like, we're never gonna be on the same page, and that's the same thing for, like, and that's the same thing for you guys and me and from one person to another. Like, we're all gonna have different thoughts and opinions about things, especially with a especially, with especially w especially w especially w especially with the political stuff. Alright, well, I got about I've got some time left, but I still gotta go ahead and bounce. I just wanna make this little rant right here. Um, yeah. I gotta go ahead and bounce. I got class shortly, and I gotta wear my uniform and such. For those who watch the stream, I appreciate it, and just have a good day. And if you got any thoughts or questions, concerns, or comments or whatever, uh, yeah, um, just comment down in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, of course. But this is just gonna be a little rant. All right, see ya.